Ouch! Did your dog just sink their teeth into you? Does this mean they're being bad? Or worse, that they don't love you anymore? While some dog bites can be serious, most are actually quite minor. Believe it or not, there are many reasons why dogs bite. And not all of them are negative. In fact, your dog using their mouth on you can sometimes be a sign of something good. In this video, we'll explore 10 possible reasons behind your dog's biting behavior, ranging from the concerning to the downright sweet. And hey, before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to join our dog-loving community. Now, let's get started. Reason number 10. When a dog bites, fear often takes the driver's seat. Yep, it's not just a feeling, it's a survival instinct. Dogs, like humans, lash out when they feel scared or threatened. Imagine someone sneaking up behind you while you're in the shower. Freaky, right? That's the level of panic a dog might feel when cornered. Dogs communicate fear through a body language dictionary we often ignore. Raised hackles? Hats there, I'm not playing alert. Exposed teeth? Translation, I'll use these if I must. And growling? Well, that's as clear as it gets. If you notice these signals, resist the urge to reach out or soothe them with a pat. It might end badly. To de-escalate, back away slowly without making sudden moves. Dogs need to see that you're not a threat. If you show understanding and respect for their space, they're less likely to bite. But sometimes, even when they're calm, their teeth come into play for another reason entirely. Reason number 9. People think dogs are always cheerful, wagging their tails like furry rays of sunshine. But here's the truth. Dogs have bad days too, especially when they're unwell. Just like you'd snap at someone when you're nursing a migraine, a sick or injured dog might snap, literally. Sudden aggression can be a red flag for underlying pain. Maybe they stepped on something sharp, or perhaps arthritis is acting up. The problem? Dogs can't exactly text you about their sore spots. If you touch a tender area, they might respond with a quick bite to say, "Ouch, back off." It's not about bad behavior, it's about biology. Even the gentlest pup can lash out if the pain is sharp or unexpected. Keep an eye out for limping, whining, or avoiding certain movements. These clues can help you pinpoint what's going on. But pain isn't the only reason dogs might suddenly act like pirates guarding a treasure. Reason number 8. Think of your dog as a furry dragon, guarding their treasure hoard. Whether it's a bone, a favorite toy, or even a cozy spot on the couch. Some dogs go full smog mode when they feel their prized possessions are under threat. Resource guarding is a real issue, and it can get teeth involved fast. The growl says, "Touch that, and you'll regret it." The snap is the follow-through. This isn't your dog being mean, it's them acting on instincts that kept their ancestors alive. But you can manage this behavior without wrestling for control. Never snatch something from your dog's mouth. It's like waving a red flag at a bull. Instead, teach them to drop it or leave it with treats as rewards. With patience, your dragon will become a teddy bear. Well, mostly. And speaking of natural behaviors, let's talk about something even more instinctive than guarding their favorite chew toy. Reason number 7. Why do dogs bite? Here's a better question. Why wouldn't they? Biting is a natural part of being a dog. Puppies bite during play to learn boundaries, and adult dogs use it to communicate when words fail them. As a puppy parent, it's your job to teach those tiny teeth about limits. With their siblings, they learn when a playful nip becomes too hard. You're a little more fragile. By redirecting biting to toys and teaching commands like "no bite," you can shape their behavior early on. Miss the boat during puppyhood? Don't worry, it's not too late. Adult dogs can unlearn biting, but it takes consistent training. Think of it like teaching an old dog new tricks, except this trick could save your fingers. But let's not forget, not every bite means aggression. It could mean something far less serious. Reason number 6. Did you know that most dogs who bite don't actually mean harm? About 80% of what we call bites are just mouthing. It's their version of chewing gum when they're anxious or excited. Mouthing feels like your dog is trying to eat your arm, but they're not using real pressure. It's a harmless way to release pent-up energy. Some dogs mouth when they're overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed, like when a toddler might suck their thumb. To curb this habit, teach them what's okay to mouth and what isn't. Hands? Nope. Toys? Go for it. Providing plenty of exercise and mental stimulation can also reduce mouthing. A tired dog is a happy and less mouthy dog. But for the next reason, you'd be surely surprised. Reason number 5. Did you know that Chihuahuas and Dachshunds rank high on the list of dogs most likely to bite? Surprising, right? You'd think big, scary breeds would dominate that chart, but nope. Sometimes the smallest dogs pack the biggest punch. Breed plays a bigger role than you might expect in bite behavior. Herding breeds, like Border Collies or Australian Shepherds, have nipping hardwired into their DNA. If your dog sees your toddler as a sheep, they might try to herd them, complete with little bites to guide them along. This doesn't mean your dog is aggressive. They're just doing what centuries of instinct tell them to do. But you don't have to let them turn your kids into a flock. Clear boundaries and positive training can teach them when nipping is a no-go. But what about bites that aren't caused by instinct? Reason number 4. Have you ever wondered why your dog nips during playtime? Even when they seem perfectly happy? Dogs naturally bite and snap during play. It's their way of saying, this is fun. But for humans with our fur-free skin, those playful bites can sting. Overexcited dogs sometimes forget their training during intense play sessions. The more you roughhouse with them, the more they think biting is part of the game. Tug of war, fetch, or even a simple chase can turn into a nip fest if you're not careful. To keep the fun safe, redirect their biting to toys and teach them to control their excitement. Use clear commands like gentle or enough to let them know when they're crossing the line. Playtime doesn't have to hurt. But don't put away your chew toys yet. The next reason might leave you scratching your head. Reason number 3. People think dogs bite only when they're upset or scared. But here's the truth. Some bites are their way of shouting, "Look at me!" Dogs are attention magnets, and when they feel ignored, they'll use whatever works to grab your focus, even their teeth. If your dog nips your hand out of nowhere, check if they're bored or feeling left out. Maybe you've been on your phone too long or you skipped their usual walk. They're not trying to hurt you, they're just saying, "Hey, remember me?" Don't reward this behavior by giving them what they want. Instead, stay calm, ignore the nipping, and wait for them to settle down. Reward their quiet and calm behavior with cuddles or play. That way they learn patience gets them attention, not their teeth. But what if the reason for the bite is something a little more primal? Reason number 2. Your dog isn't just your pet. They're your family, your pack. And when it comes to their pack, dogs will do anything to protect it. Sometimes that protection includes biting. If a stranger approaches you, your dog might see them as a threat. Their instincts kick in, and suddenly, they're in full-on bodyguard mode. This behavior is natural, but can become an issue if it's not managed early on. New mother dogs are even more protective. If your dog has puppies, you might notice her growling or snapping at anyone who gets too close. She's not being mean, she's just doing her job as a mom. The key here is training. Socializing your dog and teaching them to feel safe in different situations can reduce their protective biting. But you still need to respect their instincts, they're just looking out for you. Of course, not all bites come from instinct. Some are just plain weird and you won't believe the next reason. Reason number 1, imagine your dog nibbling on your hand like it's a corn cob. Weird? Yes. Adorable? Also yes. This behavior, called cobbing, is how some dogs show love. Cobbing doesn't hurt, doesn't break the skin, and feels more like a gentle gum massage than an actual bite. Puppies often do this to show affection, and while many grow out of it, some carry this sweet habit into adulthood. It's their way of bonding with you, showing trust and saying, "You're my favorite person." If you don't mind it, let them nibble away. But if it bothers you, gently redirect them to a toy or treat. Either way, it's just their quirky way of showing love. Understanding why your dog bites can save you from a lot of painful surprises. But knowing why they trust you is the real key to building a strong bond. So, watch our next video to learn more about 12 interesting signs your dog trusts you. Miss it, and you might never know if your furry best friend truly sees you as their safe place.